Hello, friends. How is everyone doing? Happy Holy Friday, Good Friday, or whatever you call it for those who celebrate it. And we're going to actually celebrate this in the best way possible, that is, playing this wonderful, spectacular game. And we're going to do 1v1s today. I thought yesterday night, yeah, I would do like a second session, but then, I came late and I just used that time to chill and also to recharge myself. Now we're going to do some more games, whatever those games are. We'll try to play them. I suppose they'll be hard games. We are just going to ban Arena and Glade as well because it's like a not that I have not won on Glade. I don't say that, but I see very similar arena strategy on Glade, and usually the trolls who go for arena maps to clown, they also will go to Glade maps to clown. I kind of seen this pattern. It's a real possibility, and so I'm just going for open maps, with the exception of fortified clearing. That one is totally fine. So here we go. It will be like a whatever session. Just adjusting myself for this comfortable session, or not so comfortable. And well, by the way, I actually have some more lights. It's kind of getting dark outside, so I also added a bit more lighting. Since it's not getting dark, but it's kind of dark. It's sort of rainy day. And we have runestones for the first map of today. Okay, runestones. Let me just check a bit this map. It seems like it's an open map. It's an open. So, knowing that, I'll try to play it. Hmm, just, gosh. Here we go. Let's start the first game against Saracens. Well, we both got camels. With the two houses first. There's like a curious thing I found out, and that is, and now AO2 is kind of like expanding to what's it called, PlayStation platform, and I think it's coming out like in May the 5th. It's a similar kind of time schedule. That is, if no major changes still take place. I personally prefer, but this is just because I'm used to play with the computer. I prefer to play with the computer, and as PlayStation, I mean, it kind of allows you to do certain things, but I don't think you get as many APMs using the PlayStation. Actually, I'll say this to opponent. It's Good Friday, and we are in a good mood. Uh, Might not know what's GLHF, so oh, okay. Now he's probably processing it. It's always good to hunt the boar with the burper speed. Kinda laggy as well. Going to nope. Fine. Can go to that one. It's not exactly what I wanted. Oh, bust. As you can see, it's like the first warm-up game. There are some usual mistakes I do. Pounds, obviously. Hey. We're fine, we're fine. You can't win them all, actually, right? You can't win them all. So, we go for the wood line. We go for this one. Find it strange that I get this constant lag. The mill. Do we have? Yes, we have hunting ground. Oh, that's a lot. That is actually a lot. There's definitely a lot of lag in the game. I don't know why, but it doesn't have to do with my connection, so it's either the game, bug, or opponent. Because you know, in this game, there are also hackers. People who pretend that they're playing the game, but they don't give a shit about the game. They're just using the game as a platform to shit on others. Yeah, because there's that in the internet. See, I cannot play in real time. I find it strange. So, because of that, I might actually block the player just out of suspicion. You know, because usually I don't get this kind of lag interruption. In 1v1s, no, I don't get this. Now we go up. Multiple deer push. Is that a reality? That one. Any little bit of protection here is good. This is a vulnerability. I think I will switch to scouts, considering that I have a lot more food in the bank. Sure, I was a bit late, but I'm not losing my hope. More on wood. Need a second lumber camp. I'm sure he can decide to attack anytime. If he's not hacking me because I have this connection problem. You know that there's something weird when the game motion is not continuous. That. This. Let's check him out. It's archery range. You walls. He's loaned. Okay. He's walled and loaned. Let's close this. We need stone as well. This. I think that there's a hole. Let's give him the false confidence that there is not a hole. Strategies. Probably is going up. And we're going to invest in the feudal army. This, that. So let's mass a few scouts. And I guess archers after this. Yes, he's going fast castle. Was his choice. And he's fully walled. I'm going to check him out. Probably is fully, yes, he's fully closed. We are going to invest in potential night aggression. So this. that. He's got a lot of stuff. Fully walling himself. Probably he's going for like the second TC or third TC. We're going to be a bit more aggressive and rather invest in a castle age push. Probably doing a castle. Okay, he's doing the house. Now we go up. You might think, hey, you should race to go up. I don't need to race to go up. We're going to add some more upgrades. I'm sure he's doing something. He's not that idle. Small harassment, but with little importance. He's investing a lot in buildings. Fletching that. I could be distracted with this, you know. Can we get in? No, we can't get in. He is looking good. Oh, Saracens, of course. He's got that sheep market. Makes sense. We'll have knights. This. And it's adding those things back. Well, we have archers. I have archers as well. Soon I will come with more. Okay, let's just force a push to this guy. Perhaps the market. This guy's investing in echo. And we are going to invest in some armors, knights. Probably going for the castle. So, is he planning to go fast imp? More knights. I'll actually hit his wood line. It could be a way. Yes, we can get in. That's a small mistake he did. He's probably going fast imp. Ooh, Mamluks. Mamluks. Interesting. So if he's doing Mamluks, we need to do horse archers. But he's got better economy. How can I fight that? So he did Mamluks. With the Mamluks, I will need more town centers. He obviously has all his villas. And I need more wood. Problem is... What is the problem? The problem is I need more wood. Oh, he's just doing Mamluks. We will need university. How can you stop this Mamluk span? Because they have like lots of HPs. And it's basically a steamroll. My god. Okay, he's now going for a fast imp. This is disgusting. Just investing in one unit type. So, I guess this guy is a smurf. He's not doing anything else. And usually smurfs make only one unit type. Only one. Like, they're so arrogant that their main purpose is just to steamroll opponents with just one unit type. They don't care about game fairness, it's just about steamroll. He's outbooming me, so I cannot hit him. It's probably a win for opponent. And he's got monasteries, so he too is taking relics. Before I can even understand what's going on, he's going to steamroll me. It is what it is. This guy is professional. Husbandry, which of course opponent has already. Opponent has everything. And we're going to add this as well. His economy is much better than mine. So I don't know. We need more gold miners. Saw him. I saw him. Got him. Hey, what the? How is it possible he got in? How is it possible he got into the base? This is a smurf. You just use the rally points, of course. You're so smart. Disgusting, man. Disgusting smurf. You're disgusting, man. You're a smurf. He's a smurf. I mean, he stood the... Okay, pathetic. Smurf accounts. Ah, it's a smurf. Let's leave and let's leave. Have fun, smurf. Grow up. Let's just ban this guy. It's a smurf account. Yeah. So he's basically a ridiculous clown. Probably someone 2k or 3k above me, as usual. As usual, not giving me any chance, and as usual, trying to blame me for being smurfed. But, you know, a smurf is a smurf. You know exactly what you were doing. For me, you're cheating on this hero. Next. Let's also ban this guy. I know he's smurfing. I know he's smurfing. I spotted you. I busted you. So, smurf. Smurf. If I'm being smurfed, I'm not going to say otherwise. I know, it feels like I'm being smurfed. I am being smurfed, you know? It's ridiculous. These are ridiculous. I'm not ridiculous. They are ridiculous. They thrive on shitting on others. I thrive on shitting on those who shit on others. That's the difference. And it kind of like I ruined the smurf. Like every time I opt out of the game, he's not playing with me. So it's like he was expecting me to sweat hard, and I'm not sweating hard with the smurf. I realize he's cheating. So once I realize he's cheating and I'm letting him know that he's cheating, I just leave. You know, it's kind of like a statement of maturity, saying that if the other person just doesn't give a shit about you, if he's just there to clown or troll on anybody who appears, what you do is that, okay, this one is a Ukrainian Smurf. I'm seeing his stats. I'm just going to post you. So, and you know, the fact that they say that the country is from this place or that, that doesn't mean the person is from that country. It can just be spoofing. So once you see a flag, beware. It might be from any place. Can even be from I don't know, from Chad to China to what else? Countries with to Turkmenistan to whatever. It doesn't matter. It's if it's spoofing, it can be like someone from France, but spoofing his IP to be from New Zealand. So pathetic, these guys. They're so pathetic. So yeah, this is the first Smurf, and we're gonna ban him. Where you can actually see the stats I posted there. You can also see on your two insights that this profile has been long around since 2021, so this is a very old Smurf account, and he's basically using it from time to time. It's someone who is using accounts in bad faith because he probably has multiple accounts. The owner of this account has multiple accounts. He's just using this account to troll, and in this match, I never felt in any moment I had any chance. The guy was coming with a spreadsheet of just one unit type, Mamluks. You saw me, I'm doing like different kinds of units. I'm not doing one unit type. If a person is just doing one unit type during the whole game, it means he's actually smurfing. It's not possible that you you do this kind of shield on your base and only one unit type. You're doing a spreadsheet, so it means you're boring. And if you're boring, I'm just gonna ban you, you know? This is not the kind of opponent I respect because he's smurfing. And once he grows up and he gets rid of his Smurf accounts, then we might talk like man. But until then, he's just a little kid, little toddler, you know. Wah, 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 wah. My Well, he might laugh a lot on his Smurf accounts, but for me, he's a piece of shit because he's using Smurf accounts. I'm not using a Smurf account, by the way. So for those who think that I'm using a Smurf, or you want to try to frame me into thinking that I'm using a Smurf account, you and your framing attempts equal zero. Because I'm not using a Smurf account. That's just the only thing that matters. That's the only thing that matters. I don't have anything to hide. I don't have anything to hide. But these Smurfs have. And I guarantee you, they have dozens, if not hundreds, of Smurf accounts owned by the same person. A same person owning hundreds, who knows, thousands of Smurf accounts, just having different names. It is what it is. So if they're not smurfing, I will tell you, but this guy was definitely smurfing. You know, he's able to place his he was able to place his scouts on the gate. And I had no villagers at the gate at the time, but he was able to provoke the scouts, using the scouts to provoke villagers to move into the gating area, so that the gating area would automatically open, and then he instantly places a scout stopping in the gate, so that the gate remains open. Now that's not a noob, and that's not someone with low elo. It's someone with much high elo, just trolling on lower accounts. And just I reported him for smurfing. So what am I looking for? This one was a big smurf. Just because I have different windows opened. And he has far more 1v1s and team games. The kind of things he's doing is typical of a Smurf account. And whatever. So the first game it was a throw up. It could not be won, and I believe most games like this cannot be won. And what are we going to do now? Probably banning runestones? Who knows? It feels like this is a very clown procedure. So I don't know. Because probably I'm going to play against the same player who is using different accounts on runestones. A smurf is also someone who who finishes the opponent fast. Now, the fact that I did not want to continue the game for long, it just means this opponent is faking his elo. You know, it's like you lose trust. You lose trust in the opponent. You lose trust in the game. You know he's abusing you. He's just using the game as a tools and a means to abuse you. And once you clearly know that, you just opt out. That's your way to know that that person, that Smurf opponent is not worthy to play with you. Like I keep saying, I evaluate people by the kind of behaviors they show me. And even the kind of behaviors they decide to withhold from me, you know, hiding and sneaking and thinking that they're more smart and the other is stupid. These kinds of things. You know, I judge people how they treat others, how they act in public and private, those little things. Because I know that many people act nice when they're stream, and when the cameras turn off, they become like complete clowns. So I'm aware of that. What is this? Fortified clearing. Okay. I think I should have banned this map as well, because it's definitely arena. So whoever chose the map pool this week are people like arena clowning. Probably Smurfs voting, and I believe, this is my opinion, Smurf accounts should not have the possibility to vote, because it's a person voting 20,000 times. So if you have 20,000 accounts on you, you're using those 20,000 accounts to vote. What? It's ridiculous. So it creates the potential, and I'm sure it is creating the potential for abuse. Now you obviously know how I stand against that, massively against. If I see like a player is smurfing and I don't have any chance, I instantly opt out of the game. And I report the guy for smurfing, you know? Because I'm sweating or trying to play, and if I see someone whose main joy is to just trying to cancel me because he knows that I cannot fight him, I will just push him out. Like some guys here on the internet have no honor, no shit at all, and they need to enshitificate the world so that anything that is not shit is not allowed to just have its space. Everybody needs to be like shit, right? And shitification. They even talk about shit, let alone by the smell of it, so I'm not that kind of distasteful kind of people. So here we go. Who knows what else some guys decide to plot. Let's say, okay, I'm smurfing this time on this guy, and the next game I'm going to smurf on him, and I'm going to tell my friends so that they smurf on this guy. Good luck with that kind of pathetic statements, because I know for once people don't like so-called bullies. Some people like to play by that, but they look ridiculous. Forget about some rules here in this map. Oh, sure, I forgot also to loom. Mark. You know, in the previous game I got housed, but irrespective of housing, anything that happened would be irrelevant the moment I found it was a smurf. Completely irrelevant. And it was a big one, of course. It's never a small little smurf. Now there's the little wolf who comes around. Convenient. There's a second board usually right here. I found it. Damn it. This board is stubborn. Lose that wood. So be it. Score-wise, I would say opponent knows what he's doing. Potential smurf. Oh, don't get me wrong, the game is good. The smurfs are the ones ruining it. On purpose. On purpose. They're not doing it because they just felt like doing it. They're doing it on purpose. They don't want people to come in the game. You know, it's like a group of kids in the recess. When there's a new kid that comes, they feel that they're entitled to bully the kids that come, and they think that it's just okay to normalize the bullying of such kids, and to normalize the kids that think that, and to bully the kids that think it's not okay to normalize that. It's ridiculous. Some people just live in clown society. Some even are taught by their parents to act like clowns. So it becomes an even worse problem. And in some cases, the parents even say, oh, because you're a kid, don't have to worry. They won't do anything to you. They do that. Score-wise, potential smurf. You can sense by the exploration score, if it's too big already, it's probably a smurf. And these smurfs usually are not content in just screwing their opponents. They want to screw as much as possible, as fast as possible, without giving any single chance for you to understand what the heck is going on. Why do they do that? Because they're, low-level people. They're people who thrive on shitting on others. And they use the internet clowning as a means to do that. Why do you think they became gamers? They didn't become gamers because they felt like it. They became because they saw it as a platform where they can bully others. And since like it's a recent platform in society, well, people will overlook at it. Because people are dumb. So if people are dumb, they will not be punishing those guys. We live in a dumb society as well. So all hail the dumps. This is kind of open. You walled everything? So again, somebody who knows what to do in this map. Camps. I'm going to ban this map straight away because this is arena map, and I guarantee you that people that choose arena maps in the pool, they do it because they like to clown opponents, not because they want to play. It's a certainty, like it's certain as the sun how to point it. Of course, I'm not fully closed like you. Goes back. Score is already too high for me. He's smurfing. I think he's smurfing. Oh, you can't get out. Unless there's like a hole in one of those mystery holes. I'm not playing by spreadsheets, so my bad if opponent is playing by boring spreadsheets that nobody is interested in. I like to be original. I don't like to be like a tasteless little guy. A tasteless smurf who has nothing else to do but to use a chronometer and thinking that using a chronometer makes him cooler. I don't have blacksmiths, I think, so I'll have one. Let's explore the site. I'll also add an outpost here. This map is prone to a lot of clowning strategies, I think. This house here is just a glitch. Is he fully walled this side? I don't think so. Ooh, nice spot. Okay, you'll get that. Ah, this is open, right? Yeah, I think, yeah, he's open. He's definitely open. So, let's do those. Let's try to close that. Now try to attack the rear. This is good. We're going to add gold miners, more farms, and knights. Where are they? Is it on the opposite side? Where is he? He's probably on the other side. What kind of map is this? Let's add that. Or should I say the wheelbarrow? I think he's going for the castle drop. That's what he wants to do, the castle drop. There is no way for me to deny that quickly. Let's get back. Shit. A true castle drop. That's it. That's what he's planning to do. The guy went full feudal. Huge army. I'm going to need siege. Let's make a mangonel. And we need more farms. Need more gold miners quickly. And another town center would be good as well. And obviously, if I can, I will do an outpost, if I can. Because it's not being very easy to perform that. This is a tricky game. Byzantines, you can go fast in. But not a lot easy planning. From a castle drop in my house, like my place. In here. These don't. Okay, the castle drop. Good. For me, this is a clown. Good, let's go imp. Let's go imp. This guy's such a clown. Well, obviously that field was there accidentally. He wants to do a second castle drop. We need to get him. This guy seems to be a smurf. They all seem, but you know, this is arena, and I don't like arena. I have not banned this map because of, you know, I do not have all the tricks on my sleeve. Let's get that guy. This guy is disgusting. Smurf. This guy's a smurf. So I'm report him for being a smurf. Cannot. Wow. So he's reported for being a smurf. You don't do 2 castle drops on my gate just because you felt like doing 2 castle drops on my gate. You're just a piece of shit, smurfing on loyal accounts. And obviously now I have to sell everything And probably, still, I will not even be able to build a castle. Because this guy is a fucking smurf. A stupid troll. A pathetic smurf. Whose aim is just to screw his opponents as fast as possible, without they can understand what's going on. Look, look, he's racing, racing, racing. Racing, racing, racing. Lost, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. Disgusting smurf. What is this piece of shit? Piece of shit. Of course, he's fast imp, of course, he's trapping, of course. Let's leave this game. Smurf accounts. I reported you. Cheating. For yours. This is the truth. So now what's that? The castle's wars? Castle, castle, castle? Smurf, smurf, smurf? What's the next stupidity of this piece of shit? He's doing cataphracts, already 2 upgrades. And of course, Mr. Smurf has everything set, everything prepared. This guy's a Smurf, guys. This guy is a Smurf. 3 castles, this core. Baltimore. Well, why not? I don't give a shit. Yeah. I find that it's boring that you have to play against these scumbags. Everything is just pure annihilation of your opponents. So I don't like this guy. Smurf. Smurf accounts. Ban this guy and report him, please. This guy is not on the seal. This guy is like a 3k clown. And obviously I'm not supposed to win against a 3k clown. You know I'm not supposed to win against a 3k clown. And I will not waste a single inch, a single minute of my life with these zeros. You man can play on your main account. I know he's not watching because he's a coward. And cowards usually need to hide. They always need to be in the dark and hide their mischief. But this guy is a smurf, and the fact that I'm playing an arena-ish like map, it's not called arena, but it's very similar to arena, prone to arena clowning strategies. This thing means he's using a spreadsheet. Boring, annoying, and stupid. And I will throw this player out of my sight because you're not even playing this game as art. You're just doing some fast food shit that is tasteless. Some people might like it, but for me, it values zero. Zero because you're just your aim is to steamroll your opponent as fast as possible and not play this strategy game in a way of art. Like some people like to steamroll their opponents as fast as possible. I think it's not it's stupid. It's like that's bullying, you know, just trying to finish off your opponent as fast as possible. I don't like those games. And this guy is a second Mega Smurf. So a second Mega Smurf. Let's find Baltimore. Probably has 20 of those Baltimore because when you see that, you know, the name is easy to find and it's easy to make names like that. So I'm not supposed to win against a 3K Smurf in disguise, and I will never win against 3K Smurfs. And even if I do, it's like if he quits on game start, or if he decides to not play at all. It's a Chinese Smurf. It's a Chinese Smurf account. I'm seeing it on YouTube Insights. You want to check out yourselves, go do it. And yeah, this is a Chinese Smurf account because you check the Chinese flag then. I'm just going to prove you that here. Window capture. And you know it's a Chinese Smurf because he has no team games. So you come here, you do 1v1s. It's like this is a 2K or 3K player using this account to trash on lower elo accounts. Basically, uh, he's abusing the elo for his own benefit because it's some player who has been playing this game for I don't know how many decades, and you see no team games. So this is a Smurf account. That's the usual foolproof. You don't do 3 castle drops near your base, steamrolling as fast as possible, as fast as possible. You don't do this in a normal play, especially on lower yields. So I advise you not just to ban this account, but to report him because this guy is a 3K player in disguise. Of course, if you're not in the silo, you will never find him, right? Because it's not your problem. But this guy is shitting on people who are in these silos. It's a smurf, right? So please do report him. And even if you have not played against him, you can file a report because of him being a smurf, because he doesn't even have team games to show. Just doing like three castle drops in exactly in your gates in arena, that's just not normal. Okay, so proves that this guy is a smurf. 2 games, 2 smurfs. I guess today we'll only play against massive smurfs. And we're going to ban smurf map because arena, and by arena I'm meaning in a larger scale, any arena-ish kind of map which these Smurfs have voted for. I assure you that when the voting of the maps comes in the polls, the problem is that these Smurf accounts are the very ones instigating these kinds of maps because they already want to play these kinds of strategies on the lower elo accounts. They use this like Bantafodder, just that. And I would not mind to be Bantafodder, but you have to compensate me, right? I think it's fair. Because they're using their 2K, they're not clowning with their 2K accounts. Their 2 or 3K accounts, they just leave them for the main games. And when they want to try new strategies or they just want to train or practice, they don't want to lose elo on their main accounts. So what do? They use their lower trash accounts. And obviously it's always unfair for players in the lower accounts. I think it's unfair. I forgot to ban that guy, but never mind. So for the following session, I will no longer be playing arena-ish maps because I feel like they're just uh, stupid spreadsheets. They're stupid, yes, because they're boring. You try to play Fast and Furious, but I don't think that's art. Like, it's why I keep saying, man, having some in-game rules is definitely vital and important because if the meta is to try to finish your opponent as fast as possible, first you have someone with a timer, 10 minutes. Okay, let's see if I can finish my opponent in 9 minutes 50. Can I finish my opponent in 8 minutes 50? Then I see if I can finish him in 2 minutes 50. It becomes boring, a race to the bottom line. This is not the kind of thing we want in the game. So I don't know what to do, like either like ban the so-called castle drops. That is, players cannot be in those fortified maps, in those arena maps. They cannot build a castle straight away, and that would already change the meta of the strategies. Like they could do a castle in their base, in their original base, but they could not do it on as a siege castle. And I think it's fair because otherwise, you see, as you saw in the past game, you cannot understand, you cannot react. It's boring. It's stupid. I keep saying the game depends highly on the type of people we allow here. So if we allow like the worst of the worst, the game will become even worse than worse. But if we allow like people who want to play normally and just give a chance, fair, the game becomes different. And I keep saying, this is why you can have like hundreds of games lost in a row, especially when Smurfs are deliberately queuing against you. I killed the horse, but it's not that relevant. Most likely, he just wanted to find my base, and now he's going to race, do something else. Is that his main goal? Could be. Then housed. And let's do this. Mill. Still has more score than me. Amazing. Okay, 3 more sheep. I guess this map has a lot of sheep. But you don't have a scout. I realized that too. Of course you could say, oh, you're playing against a Smurf account, but at least you don't have to report it. Well, in that case, I'm not acting with honor because it's like this a 2K or 3K player. Why does he can have the privilege of creating multiple accounts in lower elos to just stampede lower elo players? Like, why does he need to have advantages against me? Why? What's the reason of privilege? It's a bit like the French Revolution. What's the reason behind the privilege of these nobles to shit on everyday's people? Or to put it in other ways, what's your reason for applied it to today to censor people or to censor people's what's your privilege allowing you to censor people's opinions because you don't like their face, you don't like what they say? These kinds of things are, what makes the world stupid. Stupid. And stupid isn't trend. No. You just need to be stupid and you get elected. That's how it is. Stupid people doing stupid bad things. The worse the better. Now you might say you should be playing. Yeah, you should be playing. Yeah, okay. I do my own thing, you know. I'm not here to bring accountability to no one, and I surely won't. Okay, he's loomed. No? Well, why not? Why not? He probably will kill his sheep. Well, he killed my horse. That's it. One thing I found strange, he had like two horses. Was it? I guess. I don't know. The map is kind of weird because, oh yeah, it's there. I knew I was like missing. We're doing farms, no? Most likely he's going up. Yeah, sure, you might say my timing to go up is slow, etc. But, you know, it's random map. There are no two boars, and I'm not supposed to read like a madman everything that's taking place in the game. So it's already kind of good that I'm able to do what I'm able to do under smurfing. Remember that I've already been smurfed 2 games before, so I'm already playing under smurf effect. I'm not playing under normal effect. It's a bit like you're playing under coercion. Because one, you think that your opponent is highly likely a smurf as a result of previous games. You know, it's like a counting principle. If one thing already has happened, it is bound to happen again. I work like in those fashion senses. So already I have that suspicion in the air. And even if the guy is not smurfing, like I already have been smurfed before, so I'm under that spell effect. Obviously, I'm under that spell effect not because I want, but because it has been forced by the smurfs. I keep saying I do not consent on, you know, wanting to play with smurfs. If I play with smurfs, it's because I don't have any other choice. Choice is an important factor. You know, at least here we do the gaming thing. Oh, archery range. If he's doing archery range, I think we should like do it ourselves. Or we just go up. Because we can go up soon. So that's open. You can do archers, you know, so I understand I'm vulnerable. Do like market and go up. Then we start doing like a second stable. And we'll do too late. Now he knows I'm going up. He'll try to attack. He will surely try to attack. See? Now you go back. Exactly. I protected my gold. That's so cute. Oh shit. What is this? Restoring the gold. Well, I'll change position. And of course he denies my stable. He's so smart. I'm baffled by his smartness. Archers, archers, archers. Oh my. We need to buy ourselves resources. And of course the blacksmith is doing towers. What can I do? Siege? I can't do anything. He's trolling me. Using 2 towers, but he's losing stone in the process. And I will actually... What are my knights doing? More armors. We need armors. And this. Let's get the knights out. Why are the deers here exactly in the worst possible position? Try to... Oh, shit. He's covering. Back. Back. Feudal army, huh? Feudal army. Let's do this. Good, the mangonel. That's what we wanted. Good thing. Good. The mango now will be repaired. Oh no, you will not build that. I assure you will not build that. My god. Is he so annoying? I think he is. So, what can counter those? Scorpions. Another town center. And I guess more knights. Let's hit him. He's really playing hardball. This, that, that.
Да, сейчас сделаю. Правильно. Зыждительница. А сделаю. Зыждительница. Здравствуй.
Готов. Зештите.
What is this guy? What is this guy here? Of course, I don't have armors. What? He's... No, that's not possible. He used the rally points against me. I think he's just going to win. Is he a smurf? Potentially. Potentially. Because I cannot compete with the Byzantine spam. It's obviously a potential Sith picker. Remember that the previous opponent also was Byzantines, so don't say it was him, but I have a lot of stone, and I also need these upgrades, of course. And because it's Byzantines, I expect fast imp. I don't know what he did, but I think opponent is just going ahead in the game. Anything I do is irrelevant every time I'm trying to face a smurf. So I'll try to explore him, but In my opinion, I think this guy already will have the game. And I'm not being conservative, I'm just being kind of obvious in the statements. Oh, that's like a good thing. He's doing like a huge military base over there, and I'm not sure how I can counter that. Like TCs everywhere. There's now enforcing his army to change directions. At least I get there. Oh, you already took away his vills. All his vills are away. It's amazing. Just a few vills, you know. But he still has the advantage. Okay, I get that. Let's see if I can go up. We need university. Very difficult to do this kind of planning here. Next I kill that. Imping. And I think I should do archers. The monastery. The Slavs, what they have? Castle Druzina. We will need these. I stopped this map. Need more farms. So right. Getting a few farms here. That and that. I know I have lots of vital bills, but this map is crazy. This map is completely wax. But keep making army, keep making basic upgrades, which were forfeited for some time. Keep making pikes. Imperial H, getting the traps out. Trap. But this is going to be a wood war. And that's the problem. We will need hikes, cavaliers, we are good in terms of foods, but now we need more of those, some more archers. He's Byzantines, so he will have a lot more advantage later on.
Зыждительница. Здрав, да, сделаю. Зыждительница.
Expect like.
Да, правильно.
I'll do another TC to try to outboom him. See what he's doing. Traps. Sending the traps here. It's my best hope. 2 traps. And devotion. Once we get enough gold, of course.
Да, правильно. Ремонтница.
Those like cavalry and what else?
Тотчас сделаю.
The game is kind of paused.
Ремонтница.
Just a no-brainer, repairing the castle as fast as possible. And he's got bombard cannons, obviously. That's so unfair. My god, I cannot outboom this dude. This guy seems smurf. Too difficult to fight. And, like, he has bombard cannons and I don't. How can I fight bombard cannons if I don't have bombard cannons? And I cannot have bombard cannons as well. Like, doing cavalry? It's a civ win. Horse archers? Sure. How do I have the economy to do horse archers? I don't. That's the point. I'll try to, but Byzantines is not possible. It's not possible to win against the Civ. University, yeah, I can do those. I can do that too as well. Delay him. Get them. Those are few wills, but I think it's just intentional. He's going to use a major steamroll, I assure you that. And this, that. Of course. He's got the bombard cannons.
Да.
So I will need to delete those and be substituting them with military units. Accidental skirm, obviously not the intention.
Да. Лесоруб. Приказание. Лесоруб. Приказание.
Going to use those. And the elite boyars, they're coming straight away. I think I know his plan. He just wants to go castles and siege, castles and siege. Each time he's going to do castle and siege. A bit boring, but it's what he's going to do. Going to add some traps.
Лесоруб.
Like, we need to do like big massive damage against this guy. I know what to do. Why do they move so slow? Good. This plan seems to work. I have an idea on how to continue this push.
Приказание. Лесоруб. Тотчас. Да. Правильно. Рудокоп.
Uh-oh. That's obviously a problem. We need to attack fast. We don't have bombard cannons. Keep adding more of those. The good thing is that the traps have much higher range, so they cannot get close. And if they want to get close, they will suffer. Good.
Да.
Let's use now the halbards. So long for the Byzantine trash. This was hard. Byzantines, they keep spamming forever, ever and ever. Let's add some lumber camps. Aha! They're messing. They're messing. Oh, okay. He went on the north, but I don't know why. Probably because, well, he has no gold as well. Cataphracts. Yeah, they could try with his bombard cannons. But bombard cannons alone are not sufficient. You know, because the bombard cannons, although they are very good, they're kind of mobile, obviously. Just my stupid phone. Yeah, done. So as I say, this opponent, he did well with the early feudal aggression with archers. No blames on the fact that he was scouting me, and of course he attacked me after that because once he stole my stables, he thought that well, let's attack this guy before he just starts to produce knights and like harass his economy. Good move. And by Castle Age, I had like to do a bit of market, a lot of market in the beginning to get myself like a small defensive force. I got rid of the two towers with like the knights, the mangonel. Then I kind of thought about expanding, but the guy was just huge spamming with uh, the Byzantine cheap pikes and a lot of camels. And with my knights, no, it was not possible. Then I did a few raids here. I attempted to do a raid. He had just a wooden gate, not a stone gate there. Now he has, but he didn't have at the time. And we kind of went around. We killed like at least four vills, perhaps a bit more. I think six or seven. And that's it for the Castle Age. Then I went imp. Then, like in the beginning, I started to attack well. The guy was bringing the bombard cannons, and against that composition, I mean, I really needed something like this. They don't have bracers, like not +3, but a lot of these things massed, they are definitely a good option against the bombard cannons. That's my opinion. It was a hard game. It was a hard game. Now we're going to try another one. It's been some time, of course. So this was the only game we won today, the one we just played. It's amazing because every time you fight those guys, it's really a try hard. Let's just do another one. But at least no arena clownish things, no arena annoying spreadsheets. And for that, that's already an improvement. Looking, I don't think it was an impossible game once I got the horse archers. It became like easy. But the thing is, if he had like a lot of skirmishers, then it could be a problem. But I had to try. I had to try. Civs that don't have bombard cannons, they need to play with that kind of composition, I think. And the traps, because these Byzantines, these buildings are like massive, so we need some extra damage against that. That's why the damage of the trebuchets. I could have thought about adding, my own man-at-arms, that's it, the long swords or the champions. But these are like a bit expensive, and I would rather have defensive for the trebuchets. That's my opinion. What now? Okay, now this is Arabia, and we're going to play with random civ. The Mongols, always a problem. But the good thing is that I have also cavalry archer. If that helps. If that helps. What? This disgusting lag again. A score is moving very fast. Potentially a smurf. It's so far ahead in score already. How is this possible? Come on. Oh, finally. Took time to find my cows. He's probably using his own things to explore. I think you're smurfing. Too high score. You know, already it's like my first suspicion. That math does not add. He already has like more 100 points than me. He does not even respond. So yeah, opponent is a smurf. Opponent is a smurf. How nice. We're fighting a smurf. So if we're fighting a smurf, I don't care if this game is won or not. Because the game is rigged. No? I am not playing a fair game. Since I'm not playing a fair game, I'm not obliged to win the game. In fact, I'm even not obliged to play the game at all. This is a smurf account. Instant proof that he's a smurf. He's not even talking. His score is already 2 ahead in 5 minutes. Yes, he's Mongols, but Mongols in 5 minutes already doing that. Okay, I got house. But my mistakes did not change the fact that he was a smurf. I know how you beat a smurf, and that's by being a smurf yourself, which means that people who are new to this game can never beat smurfs. And eventually, if they grow, because there already are so many smurfs above them, it's unlikely that they can grow. My score is always behind him. This guy's a smurf. I'm 100% sure of that. Because look, a player who's just trying hard would not be like too much higher score than me. And if he still is able to do much higher score compared to what I do, and I'm being permanently stuck in the zeros because of these smurfs, that's because he's a smurf. Come on, it's just in plain sight. No Mongol bonus, no nothing in early Dark Age. No, I'm unlucky, unfortunately. And he's just clowning me around, so it means he is not even playing seriously. He's just toying me. To see what can I do? What can I do with this guy here? So I could already come here and quit current game because this guy's a Smurf account. This score is of a Smurf. 200 points of difference. No. This is a Smurf account. Your smurf.
Emriniz Kurgayman.
This score difference is too big for the current points. See, he's going to make another house. Oh, it's not even bloomed. And we probably are going to have some very aggressive raids. I see that they go up, but I don't get the warning here in my display. Getting the spears out. Fundamental. This. And he's loaned. Wow. Wow, the guy's loaned. It's impressive. Snack the farm. Snack the farm for Mr. Smurf. 2 farms. There you have it. You might say he's not a Smurf. Yeah, right. Like all of them. That's why people like me are permanently stuck in the Zelos, right? Of course, it's open because I'm still not completely fully walled. That's fine. I don't mind to lose that. To lose HPs for that guy of... No. We'll keep adding like walls. He's doing more farms than me and he's always ahead. But this is also as a result of Mongol Sith. I know he's a Smurf because he never even reacted, never even blinked at the fact that I said he's a Smurf. No, nothing. It's just the usual thing. They always downplay their opponents, the arrogance. How nice this game would be if there would be no smurfing like that, of course. Completely different. Trying to wall, never easy. Probably is going fast castle. That's an option that Mongols have. So many things taking place. I think I'm doing my best. Oh, he's adding spears too. A lot of hills. I need to do more. Ah, forgot this upgrade. I thought I had it. That's the problem. Now we're going to do a stone gate. Some archers. Another peek at the enemy. This that. And we're going to do like a stone gate. And I will do a blacksmith. More troops. This. And what is he doing? He's carefully watching. Elevations should like favor me, I think. There's a gap. I say there's a gap. Well, this is a troll, man. Stupid troll. What is this? Why did my... Be fine. Smurf. And my screen stopped, you also saw it. So this guy was doing such a dirty shit. Probably a hacker as well. Nothing better to do in life than to just screw your opponents by cancelling their gameplay. And you saw it. If you didn't see it, that's because you're not paying attention. The game froze like for 5 seconds and I could not react. It froze in my computer. I could not... It was like this for 3 or 4 seconds. Stop lagging the game. You're forcing lag freezes. This like is an attack. He is the one attacking me, so it's also a hacker. I would like to play in normal real time and not having hackers who freeze my screen for 2 or 3 seconds so that I'm unable to react in that time. Okay, that's... He's freezing my gameplay. It's not rocket science. Skirmishers. What the heck is going on here? Light cavalry already. This guy is so boring. And let's add some scouts against the spears. More. So annoying, man. This guy is so annoying. Let's do some armors. And some step lancers. This opponent is forcing lag. I'm not being able to even react in real time. I can do a town center, right? Let's do a town center. And we'll be doing I don't know if an attack, but for now we need to reorganize this economy. Do more of those. And I will try to raid him. Sure, you got him in place. Opportunistic kill because the Vil was on the wrong place. It's no big science. Because the pathing is completely screwed in the game. It's not because I was distracted. Some people think that I am distracted. It's not. You see, it's constantly freezing. This opponent is like freezing me the game. He already walled his economy, but not enough. More kills. Nice. Now it starts to get a bit more balanced. Good. Sure, now you trap me. Disgusting, man. Not done. I'm just going to raid him. Because I was fed up with this early raid, and now I need to compensate it. I'll be adding that when I can. When I can. University already? Wow, wow, wow. He already has university. He wants to go fast temp. It's a lot of vills lost, my buddy. Is that what you want? Are you sure? Are you sure about that? No matter. Of course, I cannot, micro everywhere. They're trapped. I'm going to use that to my advantage. Another TC. They're countered, by my step lancers. I thought they were. The food I need to lose as a result of these. I think he's fully walled now. Maybe not. Let's get him. Let's get on the other side. Good. Ah, he saw me. He saw me. This guy saw me. Well, in that case, I need to go up. But how do I go up if I lack so many resources? Can't. What's the point? Let's kill more vills. Not that easy, and I don't think it's worthy. Unless I come with like more of them. So I'll do just that. Upgrades and upgrades. Damn it. The idle vills is always a bit problem. Traps. And we'll need, finally, these. Uh, we got 8. Fletching. Holy crap. Back. I cannot stop that. I cannot. Oh, university. Nope, it's not that. Of course, not that. I'm killing vills, you know. Right? And do we have a market? No, we don't. That's a problem. It's always a problem. We need to go up. Now, let's set the counters to the mango dice. Another TC as well. Mongol score scaries. Is scary. And if he's getting monks, it's not because he felt like it. Should have that. Step lancers. Mango dies already. So annoying. Holy shit. I saw him. And I saw everything. GG. GG just because of a stupid push here in this side. Fast, fast, fast. Push, push, push. Damn it. Smurf, 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 Smurf. That's what he is. A little piece of shit. I'll not hesitate to use them. What kind of shit is this? Smurf. I'm going to say just Smurf because that's what it is. This guy is a Smurf. Disgusting. And obviously my echo is forcefully idle because this guy is smurfing. Well, I guess GG because of this guy being a smurf. You know, I'd like to farm, but how can I farm under this constant harassment? I can't. That's the point. Now he's trying to play with my rally points. He's building like a massive steamroll base near my camp. Smurf. Hit and rate, hit and rate, hit and rate, hit and rate. Ah, now he realizes that I'm fighting. He realizes I'm fighting. What is this, Smurf? Like, what is this? This steamroll push of a Smurf. Get lost, Smurf. It's a Smurf account. This is a Smurf account, guys. 8 games and this cheater. He's cheating on L'Oreal. This player is 2k above me. You do this, why? Why you do this? You do this because you want to clown your opponent in L'Oreals. This just is not acceptable. And accounts like this should definitely have no place in this game. That's my final word. You're trying to normalize bullying people who do not know, who cannot match your experience level, and you're using that tool as a means to bully them. Ridiculous. This is a Smurf account. I'll report him again because I want to make sure I report this account. It's a Griever. And the name of it already was a Smurf account. So already like this is the third Smurf. This is a massive Smurf. And I will keep saying the word Smurf, Smurf, Smurf until you ban these Smurf accounts, because the games become imbalanced as a result of these little scums. That's it. They're not interested in my gameplay, otherwise they would try to give me a chance. I just feel that they want to finish me fast, and that's it. I feel that I'm always stoic when I play this game, most of the time, 90% of the times. So when you're going to watch a 2k player or a 3k player, the first question you need to ask yourself, because if you don't ask yourself that question, you're being like a little piece of shit, is that guy smurfing and trolling on lower elos who do not have a chance against him? Because if the answer is yes, or if you believe it is yes, then if you're following him, it means that you're okay with trolling lower elos. It means that you are okay with bullying. It's just what it is. And I will not be standing idle for that. You got a Smurf account, and I will report it. Simple. You don't like it, I don't like you either. I don't like you either. Because, I'm trying to play and show that I know how to play this game, and I always find a clown who thinks that he's entitled to cancel me. And what I keep saying is that the people who cancel you in real life, they're shits, they're pieces of shit, they're cowards, and the people who are cowards deserve not to live. That's it. So if that violates anything about anyone, well then why do you allow trolling and smurfing? That part you don't prefer, right? But you should. You should acknowledge that this guy is smurfing. The guy I'm going to show you. Just a second. I'm going to ban the previous player, which we said that was a smurf like Baltimore, right? It's very nice to have smurf queuing against you and not have your friends queuing against you so that your yellow is artificially deflated. It feels like you're being conned. So I keep asking myself, why should I play ranked if I'm going to face a Smurf in any case, whose only purpose is just to rob of my real yellow? Because I'm constantly being matchmaked against 2K players. I feel that. And don't tell me the previous player was not a Smurf, because you don't start to build like 8 buildings, 8 siege workshops behind your base just because you failed doing 8 siege workshops behind a player's base. That's the signature of a clown. If you cannot recognize the signature of a clown, that's because you are likely one. Need to ban these players. And one thing that you should realize is that these Smurf accounts, they're newly created, so they don't mind to just keep trolling. You know, this Sally Giggle wants to giggle at your expense, but it's someone who just pay the account. We're going to have this name. If you find this Smurf account, or even if you don't, like, report him and ban him because it's a Smurf account. He's just toying and bullying with lower ewes. That's it. And I don't like it because, it feels like they're targeting people like me. They don't want to give us a chance to play fair and square. See it a bit like the competition rules. Somebody else is taking advantage of you, and you not only are being taken advantage of, you are being given a disadvantage. So it's like, yeah, they have double advantage. And that's what smurfing feels like. It should not be allowed because of that. It's disruptive. It's from what's this country? Slovakia. Okay. There you have it. So this guy is a massive smurf, and I advise you to ban him. And I will show you also the page. So actually, after this game ends, this session ends, I'll just publish the Smurf session. Like, it's disgusting, but it is what it is. And in order to solve the Smurf issue, that is just completely canceling good gamers, and I know it's canceling. Like, I don't have connections, I don't have guys who support to queue with me so that I don't need that, okay? I just need a fair platform. And if we don't have that, then we need to just report who is making the game unfair. Because I keep saying, in this world, anything that is untruthful, a lie, and that is just corrupt, it just cannot stand. It just cannot stand. And this guy is an example of a corrupt piece of shit. That's what a smurf is. No team games to show. 6 siege workshops behind your base to laugh at your face. So again, this guy has no honor, is just disgusting. And he created this profile this year, but he's using it to toy. Very inactive, and sporadically it comes active. That's a sign of a Smurf account. And he obviously won against many games, you know. He also finishes relatively fast, signature of a Smurf. 1 month, yeah, what, 65. The only case where this player loses is that he's facing other Smurf accounts. That's just it. So another 2k troll who comes with lower elos to play against another Smurf. They really cannot play in their main accounts, so they need to trash the lower elos. Pathetic. That's what they do. So it's like, how you say, it's like a little club of 2k guys fighting 2k guys on lower elos, and the people who do not belong to that club and who entered, they're seen as hostile, they're seen as dangerous, they're seen as bad people, and they need to be thrown away. And obviously, this doesn't work. You know, it's against the balanced rules. You might not like what I say, but you cannot say that what I say is not true. These guys are disrupting. I placed them on the chat. The 3 Smurf accounts that I detected. You cannot say that I'm not doing work because I'm checking their stats. I'm like watching in game at what they do. I know that these people thrive on shitting on others, and that the game devs are not doing anything to stop, prevent, or cancel these behaviors, which should absolutely be cancelled. And I believe that, you know, if you're having like you say, oh, it's just a game, I don't give a shit. Like people need to behave and respect others, right? If you're not respecting others, if you're using the internet to clown others, then what's the point? And that this has been the reason why many people have stopped playing this good game otherwise. And in order for us to make this game workable again, it's important that I'll now kind of erase the previous Smurfs. But you know, they're there. I've already displayed them on chat and also like on the Smurfing chat session. And you know, it's just Smurfs. Like if in those dating apps you are like thousands of bots, you have tens of thousands of Smurfs in these cases. Again, it just proves my point. We just have Smurfs playing in the ladder. A lot of Smurf accounts. We still have not banned this Smurf, so that's what we're going to do. Then we'll play a last game, or a Smurf game, more likely, because Smurf, Smurf, Smurf. And you see this guy has 2 profiles, so this definitely is a Smurf account. Let's just cancel him, and we report this guy for being a Smurf account as well. I believe that they're owned by the same person. It's an inactive account, it's dormant and laying there to be activated whenever he feels like it. 0 games, 0 games, and it's there. It's not there because it's there. It's there for some purpose because he wants to use it, right? So the Smurf account. And we're going to use again. You know, I like the people who try to play this game fair and square, and I don't like the 2k clowns who just want to cancel the potential elo of aspirant players. Like, don't mess with who is not in your league. And I don't say this in the good way. I say this if you're fighting a player in much lower leagues, it's because you're cheating. This is a Smurf account, and I will continue to say Smurf account because I want to make sure that these Smurf bastards are reported and just thrown out of the game in order to make this game playable again. Playable. Sure, you might pretend that they're not Smurf accounts and that, but that's why some of you don't give the face. And I give the face for this problem. You know, it's these things that differentiate us as individuals. Those who pretend the problem doesn't exist, those who want to gaslight the victims that they are the problem. That is, in this case, that the Smurfs want to gaslight the Smurfed accounts that they are the problems, but they're not. And three, the people who just ignore the Smurf issue because they like to ignore every issue in the game, right? They're looking like what's the next skin? What's the next Civ? What's the next patch? What's the next Civ balance? But they're not looking at the Smurf issue. It's the basic thing. It's the most basic thing. You don't need rocket science to get rid of players who are cheating far below their elo, right? Like, I don't mind to play against in unranked, but most likely the players I'm playing in unranked have hundreds of Smurf accounts too. It feels a con. It feels a con. I keep saying that. I'm not conning no one, so that's my trademark. I know some guys like to watch the videos of Smurf steamrolling others, but for me, I purposely don't like that kind of content. I would rather expose the Smurfs for being dishonest and abusing others players' goodwill. Because I would not like if, for example, I would have like a friend trying to play the game like minimally and respectfully, and somebody else just comes in to clown him and to make him feel like a fool. That's exactly what these Smurfs are doing now. They cannot clown me and make me feel like a fool because I already know how they work. It's like they're clowns. So but they're showing the tricks I already know since prehistory. They're not surprising me anymore. At this point, I just report, boom, report, boom, report, boom. The same the same clicking spreadsheet mechanics they use is just reversed against them. So I consider myself anti-Smurf. Probably the very few anti-Smurfs. I don't think that you'll find anti-Smurfs in YouTube, either because some don't have the guts for it or because some just don't want to participate in that. Well, it's your choice. But as I say, when something is wrong and you just shy away from it, you're being responsible for that too. Now you might say, but the devs will never change that. I don't give a shit. They will. They will eventually because I am complaining, and I also believe that I speak for the many low elo players who, because they're not in this game for more than 30 plus years with super platforms on YouTube's and whatever, who do not have that massive voice. Obviously, I think these players deserve as much credit as whoever was before in those 30 years. I don't like dynasties, I keep saying that. And I will also refuse to be buying any DLC, any content, until the Smurf issue is fixed. Zero money while Smurfs are allowed to play the game. That's it. It's my right. And obviously I would advise lower elo players to, act same ways. Because I feel like the game does not respect the lower elo players. You don't respect the lower elo players because we're constantly forced to be matchmaked against completely 2K or 3K players. Considering the previous games, I already say that this game will likely be against a Smurf. And yeah, I will keep repeating the word Smurf, Smurf, Smurf until the Smurfs do get banned. You understand that it's Holy Friday, and until something does not get fixed, I will hit the hammer, I will hit the hammer until it gets fixed. Unlike some of you who just shy away because, they only look at the fights they can win, like in an opportunistic way. At least I don't shy away from it. And I will also be doing like other streams because it's it's kind of like demanding to fight against Smurfs and report Smurfs and be always watching against abusive players. That's what I call them, abusive players. So we might also be doing like other games. I feel like doing Dota 2, a game that bans Smurf accounts, I repeat, and where the Smurf issue is not contentious, it's not controversial. There's nothing controversial about banning people who are exploiting the ranking system in their favor at the expense of lower ranked players. It's very simple. Score is already high, so I suspect this guy is a Smurf. I'm exploring him as much as he is exploring. So I'll say that. I think you're smurfing. Oops. Of course. Oh yeah, I lost the Vil. But should I remember you that I fought against three Smurfs previously, and that this has obviously conditioned the psychology for this game? Because it's completely different if you play three previous games against non-Smurfs versus playing three previous games against Smurf accounts. Not the same thing, never will be. So obviously, I will say that I think you're a Smurf. I think you're smurfing. Okay, okay. I don't believe you. Same Smurfs excuses. Boring. I'll be reporting this guy because I think he's a Smurf. Score difference already. It makes no noob knows. This is a typical behavior of a Smurf. Deny and avoid. Deny and avoid. Deny and avoid. Of course, and he knows how to kill. Nah, Smurf. Reported. Like he did not kill his. He did not kill my turkey. He killed my scout perfectly, and he still did not give the orders to kill my turkey. The score difference already is massive. Reported Smurf, just for you to know. At least I'm being more transparent than him. I'm not lying about my intentions, and I will bust any Smurf account I find. Because you guys only have fun trolling on lower elo players. My mistakes are unquoted, because who cares about my mistakes if we're playing against super professional players at this guys? This is not the learning curve we're supposed to have. You're not supposed to teach fourth year or fifth year advanced maths of university in first year grade. And if you say that, you're a piece of shit. You're just a piece of shit. That's exactly what these smurfs are doing. And of course, there are those who say that because they're bad at maths and everything, they want to take revenge by smurfing. Personally, they look idiots. I already decided to just opt out of this game because it's going to be a smurf game. The score is just too different. It's like an ant playing against, how do you say, a rocket, not even an elephant, just against a rocket. Play, you lack gloves to play only with your main account. Now it is. Exactly. Now I'm sure he's gonna play like Smurf. And it's true. Oh, I hit the smurf at least once. For that, I already take the credit of this game. He's trolling me, he doesn't give a shit, and I will just like drop the game and ban him. At least I killed the scout, probably the only kill I'll get in the game. Look at the score difference. This is ridiculous. In lower elo accounts, having double difference of score is just not acceptable. At Dark Age, no way. No way. Things like that just prove how disproportionate and stupid these smurfs are. And it doesn't matter what I do in game because you know that you're playing against a smurf, so it's like, meh, who cares? Who cares? People start to lose interest in playing as best as possible because even when they play their best, their opponent is just going to clown them. It's like a way to protest, you know. I refuse to sweat 1 inch if I see the opponent is just a clown. And I think you have to agree with what I do because it means that at least I'm honest and I'm trying to play by the rules where others are not. The score difference is so huge. I expect a castle drop. Once the castle drop comes, I will just leave the game and that's it. So I already would write for smurf, so this is already for smurf. You know, I don't even need to write. Only on gold. Only on gold. Let's try to have fun with this smurf, which is unlikely. It's probably going up as fast as possible. He's doing that. We can do archery ranges. My men-at-arms are better than his. At least I know that. How did they got my bill there? In this conundrum? How is that possible? Like, I also don't want to be mean, but I also realized that once I start to stream about the smurfing sessions, a lot of people suddenly stop streaming about AO2. Why? Why this kind of dirtiness, if I may myself ask? Because it feels like a programmed clowning, you know? Haha. Be bad. I attack faster than you. Just use something else. Holy crap. Back. He's using the pathing against me. This guy is so troll. What? What? How is he able to get them? How? This game is ridiculous. Fletching already? At any time, the guy is just clowning. Why? Because he's a clown. Always microing like a nerd. Having fun, Smurf? A tower? What Smurf is this? Of course, then he goes with the castle drop. This it's just game over. Black balls. What your elo? I already know he's smurfing, so what's your elo, clown? What's your elo, clown? This is a clown. Smurf busted. Next. So this is just another Smurf account. Absolutely Smurf. Tower, the rush of archers, the armors of men-at-arms, anything. He goes castle, he would go for the castle drop. This is Smurf account. And the name is a Smurf. And probably a Smurf piece of shit paid to Smurf against me, because when I queue in this game, I always play against massive Smurfs. How this magic happens, I don't know. All I know is that this magic always systematically takes place when I play the game. Sometimes I win, 1 in out of 4 games, and today it's only losses. And when you only lose games, it's just because you're under Smurf attack. So this is a Smurf. So for massive Smurf, and we're going to publish this in the smurfing session. For every disgusting smurfing session that you force Steam or Primus to be, I'll post every smurfing situation. You might like it because of voyeurism, because you like people being bullied and smurfed, but I post them because I don't agree with that, and I think that these situations should be banned from the game. That's it. So I will keep complaining about that, because they say that if you never complain, everybody is happy. So I'm the mister who always complains about something. And I think it's good because I don't like people who are trolling the game. They come, they screw. They come, they screw. 2K players using fake helos to just cancel you. And let's add this piece of shit. I reported them, and I advise you to do the same. To report this guy because he's a Smurf account. He's joyous about stampeding lower elo players using a fake elo. It's just a 3K or a 2K player bullying lower elo players. Nothing sick. There's no science in that. Like, how am I supposed to be better? Oh, it's a Russian piece of shit. You know, that country who just is screwing Ukraine, committing war crimes in Ukraine. We're going also to talk about that. It's a Russian piece of shit. That's because your country is also invading others and committing war crimes. And if you pretend it's not, just a piece of shit. You know, and that's what it is. Here in Europe, we detest Smurfs. We detest Smurfs. We detest Smurf accounts. We detest cheaters. We detest people who are paid to screw on others. And this is a stance that we fight. We fight those pieces of shit. So I will show you that this is a Smurf account. Again, you see the page. Fairly active. This account, first, it comes from an already suspicious country. If you don't think it's a suspicious country, well, you don't live in this world. I'm sorry. You probably live in maybe in 2 countries that make businesses with these guys. But you know, it's your problem. Not every one of us are silent and dumb. And you see that it's recent, March 2025. So he created this account recently. He's winning games all in a row. 2 days ago, he won. 2 days ago now, he won. He only lost before. Every time they kind of play, they just wreck. And see how fast they finish. These guys, that's a sign of a smurf, guys. A smurf is someone who destroys the opponent in times that do not make sense for a normal game to be held. Not at low reloads. 20 minutes is not a normal time in these maps. It's not. It's not, and it will never be. So I advise you to report this Smurf account, and because it's just a cheater. Today already we have already 4 Smurf accounts, 2 of them massive Smurfs, and I advise you to report them properly. And because these pieces of shit are canceling the game, they're forcing players who probably should be at 1.2 or 1.3k elo at 1 elo. They will just keep downgrading, and they just artificially rig the ladder. And I don't like that. Some people like that, but I don't like that. That's what counts. So I'm just going to report this guy, and the Smurf video will be instantly uploaded. We already have like almost 3 hour sessions. I'll instantly upload it. It's just one more Smurf disgusting video, Smurf, Smurf, Smurf. But I will keep Smurf, Smurf, Smurf talking about Smurf, Smurf, Smurf until you understand that this is an issue. And I don't like that you pretend that there's no smurfing in this game. I've already told that 2 or 3 years ago. It continues. It just goes rampant. And I play games also. I play particularly games where smurfing is not allowed. But I just have the balls to show you here on the internet, and I point you the finger, unlike these scumbags who are hidden behind the computers, these clown hackers or I don't know what, these subhuman pieces of shit who are just trolling on L'Oreals. So I understand if you have like a 2K account or a 3K account and these things are not happening, but these things are happening on the L'Oreal accounts, and that's what matters. So why are you not speaking about this issue? I don't care about the devs. I don't care about the next patch of the game. I care about Smurfs being banned from the game. That's it. It's simple. And eventually we'll switch to just talking. All these videos just prove, and I have like 100, like a dozen of videos that already prove smurfing on the course of like 7, 8 months, and it's already obvious. By this time, you cannot deny that there are no smurfs. You also cannot deny that I was not smurfed, and massively, obviously. Uh, did that change me? No, not particularly, but I think that at least I'm doing a fair and honest job by exposing these pieces of trash, these subhuman pieces of trash. Because I don't even consider them human. And obviously, we're going to ban them. The session now is like complete. I think I did a good job, and you know, one less Smurf to unbust because I busted them. And yeah, we'll see. I will go like for probably next session, like in 1 hour or something. And if I continue to fight Smurfs, I will continue the same. I don't care if my elo goes to 0, because if I'm fighting a 3k opponent, I will always reporting him for Smurf. It's always the same thing. It gets boring, but it's just as it is. I'm just using the procedures. And check my videos on the YouTube page about Smurfing. What is Smurfing? How do you find Smurfing in this particular game? And the disdain, the typical behavior, arrogance, and scumbaggery that you see associated in these Smurf profiles. And also, I might even talk about, players who even stop playing this game because of the Smurf issue. And that's on purpose. Don't get me wrong, the Smurfs want the players to be out of the game. They're doing this because they don't want competition. So they're already rigging the game. And that's my way. Okay, I will continue like in another session. More Smurf videos probably coming. And I keep saying, I said this in the beginning. You give me Smurf content, I will talk about Smurf content. You give me games I can fight, I will fight those games. If the majority of the games are not possible to fight, or I win one game for each 5 or 6 Smurfed games, I will keep talking about Smurfing content. That's it. No brainer. So I'll see you until next time and take care and happy anti-Smurfing.